Hi everyone, this is Lisa Harden coming to you live from the Stamping Zoo in a very beautiful Boise, Idaho today. I hope you are all doing really great and ready to do some crafting. Yay, I know I am. And I'm ready to talk to my crafty friends. So hello, and as you are coming on, please say, whether it's live or replay I should say, please tell me you're here. Just say hi to myself and all the other little crafty crafters. And if you are new, tell us where you're from. We love to know that. And you never know who's going to be in your crafty community. So please, if you wouldn't mind, and I will mention this a couple of times, but please share this back to your pages. It really helps the Stamping Zoo just grow and be able to bring you more product, more videos, more prizes, more everything, more Lisa. How about that? So anyway, I'm so glad to have you all here. It looks like everyone's jumping on. Thank you for sharing, Anne, and hello. Sorry I missed you last night. It's kind of that's how it goes sometimes. I wish I was a little more reliable, but sometimes I'm not reliable. Can you believe that? But you know what? I'm usually always here Thursday nights at 7. So if you are just new to the channel, please keep that in mind. We have a crafty tutorial here every Thursday night, and I am adding more nights to the week all the time. So hello, Kathy and Lois. How's Canada tonight, Lois? Just in general. I realize it's a big country, but you can speak for everyone there. Thank you for sharing, Roz. Yay! Hello, Jean. Very nice to see you from North Dakota. I hope you're having some great fall weather tonight. One moment, you all just talk amongst yourselves. I need some more water or we're gonna have a really icky night. Okay. There we go. Oh, brother. Hey, you two cool it. Okay. The new mom was up and running around, and I'm sure they thought someone was here, but I needed some water on this chamois. So hello again. I'm back. Good thing I have a little house, right? So tonight we're going to use this beautiful Sparkle of the Season, and I have a couple little extra things to tell you along the way. But one thing I want to get right to and tell you is we are going to make 2 creations from September's Charmed card kit. Sorry, my voice broke. I was so excited, right? And so the people who subscribe to the Charmed card kits have not seen these yet. And so if you do not want to see them, this is going to be probably the only time I ever ask you to look away. But however, the kits are going in the mail tomorrow, and I was filming the videos this afternoon. So you're going to be seeing them in the next few days. But I just thought I would give you a heads up in case you like it to be a complete surprise when it comes to your mail. So what I am talking about is a monthly card kit that I put together, and it's the Charmed card kits. I'll tell you why it's the Charmed card kits in a while, but it's a way for you to get crafty on your time in your space. Okay, so first of all, you get 8 cards. You will make 2 each of 4 different designs that I design. Lots of current Stampin' Up! Product that you use for the cards and more. I provide video tutorials and written tutorials. And of course, we get new designs every month based around a specific bundle. So you can participate in the Charmed card kits. Anne says they're so much fun. Thank you, Anne. And so you can participate in these Charmed card kits a couple of different ways. One is what I like to call the VIP access. You get everything I just mentioned, plus a unique charm. And let's see, I can show you a little bit. This is this month's charm. Of course, you can't see what's engraved on the other side. So I work with someone online to have a unique charm for each month that has a beautiful little inspirational, fun, or otherwise positive sentiment. And the first time that you participate in the class, you get a stainless steel necklace which of course you can wear all of your charms on. So we have fun talking about all of our favorite charms. And yes, Anne is so fabulous at posting her creations, isn't she, Roz? She's perfect. So anyway, if you would like that, that's a VIP access, and that costs you $39 or $31 if you want to pick it up from my porch. Your second option is the Fast Pass, and that is just the tutorial and online access. So you get to look at all of the designs, you get to participate in the Facebook group, you can post your own creations. You just don't receive the actual kit with the supplies and the charm, but you still get all of the designs, and that's only $15. So here's the deal about this month. I actually have one extra kit, just kind of worked out that I had one extra package of supplies. Several of the supplies we are working with for this particular month, I know you love them because they're on back order. Okay, so the people in my charmed card kit are going to get them, even though everybody else has to wait for them just a little while. However, like I said, I have one extra kit. So if you would like that VIP access kit, which again is $39 or $31 for porch pickup, I can get it in the mail to you tomorrow. And like I said, everything else is going live for all of these charmed crafters. So as you're watching this, I'll probably mention it a couple of times because we have people come on at different times, but just know that I have one extra one. And so it's just kind of first come, first served, right? So if you're watching this and you would like it, go ahead and post that here, but probably post it in caps to make sure that I see it while I'm creating. If not, if you're watching this on replay, you can still private message me and see if it's available. And today is Thursday, September 23rd. And of course, the online access is available really anytime you like it. So if you're ever just jonesing for some new crafting class, if you, I don't know that I could ever imagine this, but if you want to watch a little more Lisa and the Stamping Zoo, then that is a great option. You'll get access to the written and of course the Facebook group, and you can watch it as many times as you'd like. It's for you to keep. Okay, so that is just one of the classes that I provide or that I design every month. And we just have more and more coming down the pike. And I really invite you to look at thestampingzoo.com, especially on Monday or after, because I am revamping the classes right now for the next 3 months. And so I will have all of the links up there for registration. Everything is going to be online access. So the good news is everyone in the United States can participate, and sometimes international. So doesn't even, you don't even have to be in my neighborhood anymore to participate in my classes. And I've got so many fun things. I can't wait. I mean, you've seen the holiday catalog, so you know it's going to be fun. All right, so please, if you have any other questions about Charmed Card Kit, or in particular, the kit that's going to be available for this, I do have one more ready to go out the door. Okay, well, I guess I should show you like what it's all about, right? So I'm giving you a sneak peek tonight of 2 of the designs from this month's kit. The way this works is I feature a specific bundle from the current catalogs, and this one is Sparkle of the Season. It's really cool. You've heard me talk about it a couple of times. We've used it already. It's very versatile, and you know, it's Sparkle of the Season. It was meant to really carry us through the fall to the end of the year, but I really think it's much more than that. It's a great thank you card. It could be birthday card. You can change up the sentiments. It can just be a card with no sentiment. You know, there's the only thing that's going to stop you from using this is your own imagination, right? So the thing with this is these are on back order only until like the 27th. So only until this coming week. But just know that I think you can still order it. So you can still order it and get the bundle price. And they would just, the normal procedure is that they ship these out when they become available, and they ship this out, well, again, when it's available. So, hello, Susan. She says she's ordered this. It's in transit. Exciting. I think it's always fun when you tune into a video and then one of us is using like the bundle that you're waiting for, right? So I was watching Jen Houston from the Artsy Fartsy Gallery earlier today, and she was using the Pretty Pumpkins bundle, and I'm waiting for that. It's coming to the house tomorrow. Yay! So someone new to add to the stamping family, the Pretty Pumpkins bundle. So I'll be creating with that for sure. So it was really fun to watch Jen. If you didn't catch her today, I did share her video onto my page. So please look for that. She's really a fabulous designer and a fabulous person. So we want to support her whenever we can. Okay, so here are here are the cards we're going to make tonight. Now remember, these are only 2 of the 4 designs that are in this month's card kit. What do you think of these? And also, I can see you're all chatting with each other, which I love. You can also chat with me. You can give me thumbs up. You can get my attention. Whatever you want. If I don't happen to see a question or a comment afterward, I will go through everything tonight. It's always so fun. So I'm hoping you guys like this. There's a few little hearts trickling in, but these are the cards we're going to make tonight. Again, we've got just some beautiful product to work with. So I think we should start with Halloween. Halloween looks good. And don't forget, we made this card for Halloween. When did we make this? Sunday? Yeah, it was fun. We all kind of worked on it together, right? Until it actually formed a design. And then finally, the missing thing was this purple witch's hat. So this is from the Frightfully Cute die set. Also on back order, just until next week though, okay? So it is very orderable, very fun, and definitely what you want for some Halloween cards. Okay, hello Chris. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that so much. All right, we need a bunch of Halloween-y looking supplies. So I won't be giving measurements tonight for a couple of reasons, because I want to be able to get through both of these cards, and they have several components, and also because you can get all of the measurements simply by purchasing the VIP access or the Fast Pass to the chopped card or the charmed card kit, right? So anyway, I really like the way this turned out. I think it's a really fun way, again, to use all the versatile wreaths. And I'm absolutely in love with those little sparkly bats. Aren't they fun? And then inside, we've just got the little bats flying away. Hello, KZ. Very nice to see you. Okay, so let's see. Let's do the tiny bit of stamping. We don't have much stamping, do we? But that's okay. We can stamp the sentiment, stamp the bats on the inside, and then I think it looks like we're going to do some die cutting and embossing. 2 of my very favorite things in the world. Okay, so I'm going to use Memento ink. You will see that it doesn't give you like a jet black impression, but it's really the preferred ink for photopolymer stamps. It's not that you can't use StazOn with your stamps, it's just, it's not recommended. And if you do use StazOn, it's not recommended that you use StazOn cleaner with them. So with that said, I'm perfectly fine with the impression I get with the Memento, but just know that if you want it to be jet black, then use StazOn ink, okay? All right, so, oh my goodness, KZ, you're totally forgiven. You were talking with your family and lost track of time. That's okay. And then you said, oh my gosh, I realize you want to chat with me, dear daughter, but I have got to get over and watch my video. People are waiting for me, right? You said I've got to get over and see my people. Yes, and we were waiting for you. There's also some stars in here, which would be pretty cute. And I like how the stars kind of coordinate with the star die cut, right? So you could do some star stamping in the background and then kind of solidify that theme with the star wreath die cut. Okay, right away I see there's something in the middle of my paper. Okay, the stamping was beautiful, but other than that, we can do it again, right? Oh, new YouTube downloads. Now, I heard some song on the radio, and it was featuring U2 and, it was featuring Bono and The Edge, but it was some other group. So, you'll have to tell me all about it, Maria. Okay, so here are beautiful little bats. I love them. They're so cute. And then finally, let's bring in that Happy Halloween. So, I think this particular bundle is a great bundle to give to someone or gift to yourself when you've just gotten the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, because it's really a complete stamp set in that it's got images, it's got sentiments, and again, the versatility of it is really fantastic. So, and then of course you get the dies to play with. Yes! So anyway, it's just keep that in mind. Like I said, if you're going to treat yourself or another friend, then think about sets like this one that, again, that have images and sentiments and that cover more than one holiday or more than one theme. So anyway, things like this are really, they're good for everyone, but I think they're really good for people when they're just starting to gather their supplies. I hear you, but the screen is frozen. Hey, that's no fun. Tell me, everyone, tell me if I am frozen for you. If not, we may have to have Kathleen go out and come back in. I'm seeing myself just fine, but that doesn't mean a lot. Type in okay if it's okay. Otherwise, let me know. Yeah, Ross says go out and then come back in. Okay, I'm going to continue, but we certainly don't want to lose KZ. We need all of you. We need all of you to come in and craft with us. Okay, so I'm going to bring in the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I think we can use the little one. I think we can use Minnie. Okay, great. Thank you, ladies. Cashy, brother, here he comes already. Oh, my friends. I mean, you think they'd want it. You think they would, if they're interested in the Charmed Card Kit, the way they hang on every word that I say, right? Yes, they would be such excellent customers if they had any cash, any money, cash. Right? Otherwise, they're just kind of waiting for freebies. They're just hanging out waiting for freebies at 8 o'clock. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so here's the little mini, and it's a gem. Its only drawback is the deck is only 3.5 inches wide, or so. So I prefer to think of it as probably like the second die cut machine you would like to have. The first one, of course, is the standard, our standard size die cut machine. This one is $60 US. Now, I think that would be a very nice, fun gift to give to someone for the holidays coming up. So maybe keep that in mind. And, you know, when you purchase things for me for special occasions, and you let me know that, I love to be in on the surprise. So I always would offer gift wrapping and just special little extras, okay? When you order gift certificates from me, I always make you a nice card to go with it. Okay, so we're gonna do a little die cutting here. This is out of our glitter paper, which is really pretty stunning. I am down to these scraps because I put quite a bit of it into the card kits. But that's okay because you only need, especially for the little wreath here, you don't need that much. And I want this bat, okay? I'm gonna make a couple more bats, but I thought I would just get one right out of the middle, right? Why not? And these come out just fine. Put that over there for now, and let's run a couple more bats through. Hello, Donna, and thank you for sharing. You're so fun. It's 9:25. Oh, gosh. It is, but to them, it's only 7:23. So, well, 7:25, whatever. So, they have to wait. You know, he just comes back here and checks on me. Tango does come back here. The Cash comes back here because he wants me to hold him. Tango, I don't know. He usually comes back because he's thinking about himself in some way. But Cashy, I usually have to hold him for about 5 minutes before I start work. And I love it. It's so nice. You know, people who talk about emotional support animals and stuff, I have to say, not legally, but these guys are my support animals. Oh my goodness. Oh, Kathleen says it's sharing time. Yes, and Pam shared. Thank you, Pam. I appreciate that. My beautiful North Carolinian friend. I hope you're doing great. Okay, let's see. Oh, we have one more wreath, and that's going to be in gold. Gold foil. Whoops. Now we have, I'm using the brushed metals tonight. We have brushed gold, or what do I want to say? We have a combination of foils. Let me show you where that is, because it's a returning favorite, and whoops, it's a little hard to spot. So, first of all, there's always an index in here. So that always tells us a little bit about a lot, right? So the brushed metallics are on page 32. Oh, so much deliciousness in one catalog. I can't get over it. The brushed metallic paper is right here. It's 12 by 12, $15 for 2 each of 3 colors. That ends up being a lot of foil. Oh, yes. I know, Anne, that foil was good. The foil from Valentine's that she's talking about, it was, I believe it was like Blushing Bride and Melon Mambo or something. Anyway, it was gorgeous. So this is the gold, and as you can see, it does have a brushed effect across the face of it, right? And a little fingerprints, but that's okay. For what we're cutting, it's fine. But anyway, so all of the foils look like that. They're kind of striated that way. It's just really an extra look. You're not going to pick it up so much on this small die cut, but you will pick it up definitely if you cut a label or something kind of a larger solid image out of this paper. So, but it still works fine for this, right? So best of both worlds. And like I said, you get 6 12 by 12 sheets. That's a lot of foil. Normally our packages have 2 pages of foil. So, and I think that's still a lot. So again, as you can see, the mini is not, it looks like a toy, right? It's adorable, but it's not a toy. It's the same stainless steel construction as the standard size Stampin' Cut and Emboss. Again, this one's $60. The standard size is $120. And it really just steps up your crafting to the next level. So if you're someone that is really enjoying crafting and you like punches and things like that, well, right, girl, I gotta say, this is just the next level. So we're just gonna put that little cutie off to the side for a minute here. I'm sure, oh no, we don't have any die cutting in the next one. Okay. You used to have a futon in your craft room. Oh yeah, that's cute. You know what? I've tried to get them to sleep in here, but it's too loud. I think it would be better now that I work in here during the day. You know, there's like long periods where it's pretty quiet. But I tried like putting their beds in here, but when I'm crafting all the time, they are afraid, and for good reason, they're afraid that things are going to fall off the off the desk. So they're a little jumpy. Oh, Martine, Safa Martine, nice to see you. Yes, so, but I would like it if they would hang out here, you know, just like be able to relax in here. And also, Tango doesn't hang out in here because he really wants to keep his post at the front window for easy access to barking his head off at anything. Today was a big day for us this week because it's trash day. So, oh shit, did you, sorry you guys, sorry. See, it's very Pavlovian. And so, I'm so sorry, and I'm also sorry I said that. But, yes, so as you can tell, it's a day he loves and hates. And, anyway, of course, they make their way around the neighborhood like 3 different times, right? Because they pick up recycling one time, they pick up the regular trash, and then they pick up the landscaping stuff. So anyway, the whole day, I know, I'm so sorry. Oh, always trying to be a lady, always falling a little short. But anyway, that should tell you he's a little jumpy on Thursdays. So, my friend told me about putting her dog on Prozac and how it was such a really a fantastic, I mean, this part's not a joke, and really how it was really fantastic for the dog. And I often think about that with Tango. I wonder if I'm shortchanging him by not putting him on the Prozac. I don't know. I know, isn't it so pretty? It's beautiful. Oh. And then this is pale papaya, but doesn't it, okay, so look at it up here. This is what I love about color, right? Is that color changes so much when you start comparing it. So it's beautiful pale papaya up here. And then all of a sudden it just becomes almost like a soft pumpkin pie. That is a really cool color. So I do need to take just a minute with this. Yes, I could use the roller brush, but you don't, it's not that, what do I want to say? There's not that many pieces that need to be popped out of here. So, and anyway, yes, I know, Jean, you've never said a bad word. I like to at least give you a heads up, but that's a pretty tame word for me, actually. Can you believe that? Oh, I use my nice, you know, my teacher voice with you guys, my nice teacher words, but yes, I forgot. There's certain things you can't say even softly. I told you, like, it's his day, right? In fact, I'm sure he's hoping that they're coming around for a 4th time, but they're done. Yes. No, I'm not human. I think we've established that. Okay. Sorry, this is taking a few minutes. They really are popping out, but it's the glitter paper. So just know that, you know, beauty comes at a price. And this is the price, is you have to take a minute with it and peel out all these little pieces. I also, it's a retired product, but I also was making these out of, I think it's just black foil. So if you have some of that around, of course, that works just as well too. Black cardstock, we made that last week. It doesn't have the same shine, but if you paint it with Wink of Stella, that helps it along. Yes, okay, get in there. Get in there, peeps. Ooh, one more. Okay. I have a little bit of this backing still showing, but we're going to see if we can just live with it. KZ, you guys laughing at me. You're so bad. You're so bad. Otherwise, it's super quiet in the neighborhood right now. My goodness. Nobody's mowing. I can't believe it. So I did ask my neighbor to mow my lawn earlier this week, which he said no problem. I was like, Thursdays are no. Because remember, I just told you about the refuse man that comes. And so there's, you know, Tango's already on edge. And then we get the lawn mowed. That's just one more person over here. So I was like, I think we're going to cut that down. He also likes to do it right as I'm going live, and which only confounds our crafting time, doesn't it? Okay, so there's just a little bit of that backing paper from that. Probably if I would have cut it upside down, it would be fine, but it's still fine. You're not bad, you're just mischievous. I can tell that. I could tell that pretty soon with you. Uh-oh, we forgot to cut out the pumpkins. Oh my. Okay, well, you know what? It's super easy with the mini, right? I just have a little strip for that. And then, of course, that's what's so cool about this set. As you start looking at it, it's like there's a witch's broom, there's holly berries. You can cut out the greenery and the pine cone. There's even a pine cone. And then there's this little pumpkin and bats. There's holly berries. I guess I said holly. This is the leaves. These are the little berries. So it's really, really fun. If you want to fortify this wreath that we cut out of gold, you could cut the same color or the similar style of leaf in different paper, and I think that would be really nice looking. Haven't done that yet, but probably will. And let's resume die cutting, shall we? Just because it's so cute. But we need a couple of these really adorable pumpkins. And I believe this same style of pumpkin, only in a larger shape, is in those pretty pumpkin dies that, again, will be arriving here tomorrow. For any of you who know where I live, I will be home tomorrow, so don't try to steal it off of my doorstep, okay? And I also have the Ring doorbell, so I can see you. I will find you, and I will hold you to the fullest extent of the law. Time is of the essence. We got to get to making pumpkins, people. Please remember that there's still a few days left for a couple of things, and these are all things that happen in the month of September. One is that we still have our beautiful celebration rewards going on. That's where you earn products that you cannot buy. You have to earn them with every $50 or $100 purchase, and that is a great bonus that we get here at Stampin' Up. So please don't forget about that. Another thing is, if you purchase $40 of anything from me, or of any product, sorry, doesn't apply to classes, but any product, you will receive 3 free card kits in the mail. So, and they're really cute. I've showed them several times, and the designs are centered around Halloween, but of course, you can take the supplies and make them into anything you like, okay? So please keep that in mind, and that is a monthly promotion I just started for this month. So next month, it'll be a new card kit to earn for another minimum purchase. Okay, Carla says, nobody's coming. Yeah, nobody's coming to this house with the watchdogs. Right? Like, they can't hurt any, well, I don't know. I shouldn't say that. They can't hurt anything necessarily, but they're going to let me know someone's here. So, and then I'll take over from there. Oh, I have quite a plan for getting someone should they come in the house. It involves this huge flashlight I have. There's no batteries in it, but it would really work well to beam somebody over the head. And then I also have a super loud whistle. So pretty much I'm going to at least deafen them. And then when they're deaf, then I'm going to beam them over the head with that flashlight. I think it sounds perfect, don't you? Oh gosh, there's one thing we need the regular the full-size Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine for, and that is for a little dry embossing. Now this is our brick and mortar 3D embossing folder. Do you guys play with embossing folders much? They're really having a resurgence here in my craft room. It's not that I didn't like them, it's that sometimes I was forgetting about them. Why? Because they're so cool. So I've actually used them twice in this month's card kit. And so this one is just so cool. And it just seems to, once you start using it, you just keep thinking of more and more ways to use it, right? Hello, Kathy Searle. Nice to see you. Hello, Cash. It's only 7:37. Now, I know you can tell time. Okay, so for that, I know I'm partially off the screen, but for embossing, the sandwich is a little different, right? So we use the plain base plate, number 1, and then we bring in number 4. And this is for our 3D embossing folders. Different embossing folders have different sandwiches. The best thing I can tell you to do is start with less than you're going to need and then add shims. Well, I guess the first thing I should tell you to do is read the instructions because they're literally right here on the plate. Okay, so read those instructions, look at the examples, and then if you can't figure it out, then start light. Okay, the other thing I will tell you is face the fold into the machine first. If you do it the other way around, it gives this added pressure and can snap them, and that's no fun. So I know, Kathy, I just, like I said, I was like, start using these folders because I have most of them because they're really economical to add to your crafting. And then look at them. Look at this. Isn't that fun? It even looks like there's some bricks are sticking out further than others. So it is really good. Lots of them are super lifelike, I think. The one that is the textured tiles or whatever that one is looks fantastic. Looks just like stucco. Now that's good. I must have liked one so much I ordered 2. Well, now that, yeah, I've probably done that before. I'm in here every day crafting, so I don't duplicate as much as maybe I used to. But yeah, there have been some times where I thought, oh, I really need that. And I was like, oh, that's good. You already have that. Good job, Lisa. Okay. No harm, no foul in the craft room. I am going to use liquid glue on this to adhere it to a very skinny black mat because there's texture here. You could also use Seal Plus, but the reason I'm using liquid on this particular one is because since the mat is so skinny, I like a few seconds just in case I need to straighten anything up, right? Looks like we are good to go. But just in case I needed it, gives you just a few seconds to move it around, smush it if you need to. Okay, and then this is gonna go up here. Very pretty. I love, love, love this color combo. And again, that black is just serving as a tiny break. And I think that it really makes the pale papaya pop even more, don't you think? Okay, this I could have cut out with adhesive sheets, and sometimes I do recommend that, but not so much with the foil. It makes it too thick in my world anyway. So, but here's the great thing about this is you can take a little bit of liquid glue, and again, don't put a bunch on here. You'll make a big mess, right? We're not about that. And really, I just put it on any part that's thick and the leaves. So like where the little lines are crossing, I just put it right in there. And you don't need to have the whole thing glued down within an inch of its life. This glue is really strong and things stick. Things stick. Okay. There we go. Now before I put this down just randomly, I do like to look a little bit at, you know, they made it lifelike, so it's not as symmetrical, the same all the way around. So I do like certain areas to be in certain ways. I like this to be kind of flat because it is like going right up on the edge of the card. So I just feel like I want my wreath to be placed, whoops, it came with me, didn't it? I want it to go this way. You can also cover this with, where is that? Here we go. The silicone mat. You want to give it a little pressure. Oh, that's perfect, KZ. Let the air out of the back end, she says. And I think Roz has told me that before too. So, see, I should have remembered that little trick. I can't believe I didn't, quite frankly. Okay, now this, we are going to not cut it on the bias. Can you believe it? I don't know. I just preferred it this way. So give it a little snip on this side. Then hold off on this, on the other side, until you kind of size it up and see where you might want it. I still want to have some extra off to the left of the sentiment, because that's where I'm going to put these pumpkins and that little bat. So then I need this one right. Just again doing the same thing, just coming in with glue on the stars. And who else has this bundle already? I know Susan said it's in transit, which is super exciting. Who else has Sparkle of the Season? Roz, do you have it? Because Roz is in my Charmed card kit. Roz goes the online route. And so Roz is an avid stamper. So she has lots and lots of supplies. That's what Gary says anyway, doesn't he? And anyway, so Roz has lots of supplies. So Roz can make lots of alternates. And she may or may not have this bundle. But so that's where I think the VIP access is really, really fun, is if you already have tons of supplies and you're someone who crafts often, that might be the perfect thing for you, is to just purchase the online access. For some reason, that didn't want to stick still. Nope. Ross says, nope, she doesn't have the bundle. Okay. Well, that's surprising. I posted on, I think on Jen's page, I posted that she had sold me on the Pretty Pumpkins, which she did. And Roz piped up that she couldn't believe I didn't have it already. And to which I replied that yes, there were like a few things in the catalog that I actually don't have, but there, I cut it down. Okay, now we're going to take our pumpkin pie, and we're going to take these tiny little pumpkins, right? I just need my scrap paper for a minute, because we're going to do a little ink blending on them. So as you can tell, I gave them a little texture and kind of highlighted the die cuts themselves. So let me show you. I always like comparing it. Just plain. If you do it plain, that's fine too. But look at how much different it looks. I think how much better it looks, right? So it's always worth just playing around with things, giving them a little extra zhuzh, and seeing if you like that. And if you like clean and simple, then don't do this. But if you like to add a little, you know, interest here and there, then do this, because it's fun. Really, I think that's what I did that I liked, was I swooped across them. This does involve, see, that nail's broken, so that doesn't help me very well. I need a non-broken nail so I can swoop across them. There we go. Oh my gosh, it does have its perks. Yes, and you have FOMO. Oh, please, we all have FOMO, right? The squirrel's so fun, Kathleen. Nuts about squirrels? Are you nuts about squirrels? I am not nuts about real squirrels, but I love that stamp set. Okay. Now that we've got those little teenies fixed, I think we're ready to just assemble the rest of all these little pretty things, right? So again, I am going to just put these pumpkins on here with a little of our liquid glue. And they're so sweet, really. I love that the veins are cut into them. Again, it's just one more thing that Stampin' Up! Does that's so adorable. Makes it very recognizable as a pumpkin, right? Very fun. So, and actually I think I want to sneak this one underneath. So I should have put this one on first, but that's okay. It still works. See? Just stagger them. I should have one there, a little further than the other one. But I still want to hide my paper. Okay, like that. Then again, just a little touch of glue. This is a small bat. Do you know that bats can get through a hole the size of a dime? How do they even have a skeleton? I don't get that. But that's what I heard. I believe I heard it on NPR, so I am going to call it correct. Like, I didn't read it on the internet, okay? So, take that for what it's worth. Now you can say you heard it from me, and then people will be like, she's a crafter. She doesn't know anything about bats. Okay, now what I used, you can see that this is sticking up a little, you know, it's quite prominent. I used the adhesive strips. Here's the deal with the adhesive strips. They are twice as high as a Stampin' Dimensional. So that comes in handy because if you're trying to mix and match them on a project, say you've got long areas that need adhesive strips, and then you have little short areas that need Stampin' Dimensionals, just know that you just need to stack 2 Stampin' Dimensionals to equal the depth of 1 foam strip. So this guy, really missing that nail, I tell you what. Okay, so I'm going to bring this in here. I liked having the pumpkins way over to the left. And then finally we just have 2 more bats. Oh, they're so cute. So cute. Only in this form. Kind of like spiders, right? Is Brene here tonight? I don't think she is. Brene has been having quite a time with a little spider that was trying to steal her paper pumpkin. So, but the little spider that's in the Frightfully Cute stamp set is adorable. And I try, you know what, I realize I'm just a big talker, but I try not to just kill spiders right off the hand, right? Because they are helping me in so many ways. But if they try and get in the house, it's a whole different thing. I'm not having it. Okay, I'm trying not to touch this glue. I probably should have held this with my tweezers, but that's okay. Oh my gosh, so cute. I love this card. Okay, what do you think of this card? I kind of like it, as I just said. So I hope you do too. And we're gonna make another one. But let me clear the decks. Please, again, if you want this kit to make this and 3 other different designs of cards, please let me know in the comments, and I will get it out in the mail to you with the rest of the kits going out tomorrow morning. Super fun. Okay. Now we're going to turn... What do I want to say? We're going to use a different color combination. Really kind of, this one's just like a pretty fall card, and I really like it. We are going to use the silicone mat for this for sure. So this is the next design. And you can see I used items from the ephemera pack in this. It's so fun, but it's this beautiful paper that I really wanted to showcase. So this is the Blackberry Beauty paper. It comes in 12 by 12. Yeah, of course, Martine, go ahead. You go right ahead. And so let's just take a look at this paper because it is my favorite DSP in the holiday catalog. Yes, it is. It's absolutely gorgeous, is it not? Look at that. Here, I want to try and bring it over here so you can just see just the paper, right? I don't want anything taken away from it. It's really gorgeous. And also on a short back order. Again, I think it's like September 27th or maybe the beginning of October. But don't worry so much about that, because this paper, I'm going to use this. I'll use this paper in the heat of summer. I love this paper so much. So as you can see, it is a specialty paper because one side of each design has gold foiling on it. Oh, look at that. So stunning. And then the other side just has the same rich designs, but still in the same color combo. All this beautiful, rich Blackberry Bliss, rich raspberry, all that fun stuff. Cinnamon cider, early espresso. So even, look, some of my nails even match. This is kind of, has that, it's like a thistle design, like a holly or thistle. Beautiful. Next month item. Nice. I know, this GSP. You've got to have it. Oh, hey, Alicia. Alicia says it's her favorite too. Yay. So anyway, the hits just keep coming, don't they? It's gorgeous. I would definitely use this if I were a scrapbooker. I think that using this as the background with like a light colored mat and then your photo on top of it, and that's all you need to do, right? So anyway, please keep that in mind. It's beautiful paper. And again, in the Charmed Card Kit, you get a quarter of this package of paper, along with a full bolt of gold ribbon and the Blackberry Bliss ephemera pack. So the ephemera pack's kind of torn apart, but it is chock full of die cuts of all sorts of things. And it too has the beautiful gold foiling with it. It's hard to choose the things you want to use in it. As you saw on this particular card, I chose this really stunning owl. Kathy Strain likes this owl too. Oh, well, hello, Kathy. Speaking of Kathy, does not show well in the catalog. Yeah, you know what, Roz? I mean, and I don't know if I even showed it to, gave it, you know, full billing, but it's a little darker, and so you really have to see the shimmer of it. But anyway, so this is where we're going to use all of that beautiful paper. And this is a technique, I don't remember what it's called. You might know if it has a specific name, but it's really just like a floating panel. And we achieve that by using a little piece of window sheet, right? So, and then on the inside, I just left plenty of room. This is a gorgeous polished pink. And so look how they've put polished pink with all of these dark colors. I absolutely am in love with this color combo. Can I say that a few more times? Probably will. Now this one, so I was trying a couple of different things. This one, you don't see through the window sheet as much, but I mean, how can you not love this designer series paper? But this one, you can see through it a lot more. It kind of bounces a little more light back there because the paper is so much lighter. And so I think what we'll do this third time is let's space them a little further apart so we can see again if we like that. So just playing around with the techniques, and that's really what classes are all about, right? Is watching someone make something and then you putting your own spin on it. Or if you're tired, making it exactly as they make it. Okay, so I do need that little piece of window sheet. We do sell the window sheet, right? It's 12 by 12 again. So you cut it the way you want it. If you get into making shaker cards, you're definitely going to want some window sheet. But you can also make cards with clear fronts on them. You know, clear panels, whole panels that are clear. And so I love our window sheet because it's not flimsy, but you can still cut it and fold it. But it really is a good weight for making cards. So ephemera is also on back order. Doesn't mean you can't order it, just means it's on back order. Or, you know, you can order the kit from me tonight and I will put it in the mail to you in the morning because I have an extra ephemera pack. Yay! Here's another piece of that DSP. Just stunning. And then I've cut just a bunch of the paper in little strips. That's what we're going to play with. Our little piece of window sheet, right? And then finally the card base and a white insert. The thing about this paper I like is that it goes just as well with Berry Vanilla as it does with white. So it makes it even more versatile. Now I think our point of interest here is going to be this huge, like this cluster of oak leaves and acorns. Because I believe I think I'm out of owls, but also it really doesn't matter because I love that. So I wanted to use it. But let's take a look at this for just a minute. I end up punching out a lot of these things when I'm trying to decide what to use on cards. So some of them are loose, some of them are still on their full sheets, but these are really a bargain. We've been having these the last, I don't know, it seems like a couple of years. The Australians call them ephemera, which probably sounds classier than us, right? But this is called ephemera, and it's just all sorts of little pieces and parts that you can add to your creations. Again, not just cards, right? You can definitely, this would be probably just as good, if not better, for scrapbooking again. So lots of cool tags already made for you, and lots of gold with this, right? Because of that beautiful paper. More little things to punch out, labels to stamp on. So I am in love with all this stuff. Oh, just every little thing is so pretty, isn't it? And so anyway, that's what's in this. So when you see those, again, we've had a few now, so I hope they keep giving them to us because we love them. They are just something that can add a little bit of versatility. And they're like, what do I want to call them? It's just this and that, right? Ephemera is like this and that. It's a fleeting little this and that you use. Okay, so let's get to our floating window technique. I am going to use seal. Don't use liquid glue for this because there's nothing for liquid glue to absorb into when you're using the window sheet. You are just going to make a mess and be really upset with it. The other thing is, of course, I cut this, right? And so it has my fingerprints on it. Now, I don't think you're ever going to get it crystal clear. That's not the intent. The intent is just for me to get the biggest fingerprints off of it. And I'm doing that not with a Kleenex or a piece of paper or something. This is the same cloth, well, a similar cloth. It's a microfiber cloth. It's the same thing you use to clean your glasses, right? Not your shirt, not the end of your shirt. No, I'm very, very staunch about using the proper thing to clean your glasses. So anyway, I can't get that little speck of green off there. Get off. I don't think it's gonna leave. See, that's the thing with the silicone mat, is it grips. Oh, brother, leave it alone, Lisa. Okay, so I'm just taking off, like, I can see a certain little fingerprint, but don't grind into the window sheet or you'll scratch it up. Okay, now we just have to kind of dry fit the strips to see which strips we want to use. There's no right or wrong answer, of course, because these papers were designed to mix and match, to coordinate but not be matchy-matchy, right? It's a very sophisticated way to present the colors. So I'm going to use that to its advantage. And maybe I should just put these over here. I'm working on the silicone mat because nothing sticks to it, except apparently a little piece of green paper. So I am just going to start seeing how I want to lay these out. In general, I'm calling these like raspberry and brown, and I don't want them to be one of each and then the other, but I also don't want them to just be all raspberry, right? So I want to bring in the foil there, and again, we're going to space these a little bit further apart so we can see through the paper even more. There's no rhyme or reason to that. Just space them however you like it. But I will say, for this particular design, once I started spacing them a certain way, I really tried to stick to that. So I liked them to be kind of even that way. And let's bring in this beautiful piece with the cinnamon cider. I think that's such a pretty, pretty design. Now we better do this. That might end up being it. I don't use a half sheet. I just stop, and then I'm gonna trim off the excess. Whoops, sorry. So I'm more worried about the spacing in between them. Once I get that settled, then whatever's down here at the end, I'm just gonna trim it off. Okay, so you end up with a full sheet of cardstock on the top and the bottom. And it could also be this way. You could do it side to side. You could also do the scrappy strip technique with this, where you, laid them in a haphazard pattern. That works too. So now is where the silicone mat comes in handy, right? Because I'm gluing this down. I want to make sure I go edge to edge. So I've kept the paper a little bit longer than my piece of window sheet. Then, like I said, I'm going to try and space it a little bit more. Got to get that first one right. You could lay some grid paper underneath this, but of course, it's going to stick to it. So I find it's not, for this particular measurement, it's not that hard, knock on wood, to get them there. But the thing is, once you stick this down to window sheet, it's hard to peel it back up. It doesn't peel right back up like on paper. It's stuck. So just make sure that you hover over the top of it, okay? And then lay it down. Ooh, it's so pretty. Looks like jewelry. Is everybody still with me? You're being awfully quiet. Has everyone shared this beautiful video? I appreciate you in advance. Here's how I was explaining it to Jen. When you guys share the video, I feel like you are not embarrassed to introduce me to your friends. When you don't share the video, I feel like I've done something so you're embarrassed to share me with your friends. So if I get a lot of shares, then I go, okay, I was presentable. If I don't get a lot of shares, I go, oh my, I wasn't presentable. I did something weird. So on that note, then you turn this around and trim off the excess, right? Oh goodness, we gotta take a snack break. Is it time for snackies? Who wants a nighttime snack time? You do? Is it dancing for mom? Go tell Tango. Tango, come get your snacky. Oh yeah, that's what it's all about at nighttime. There you go, bud. See you later. Oh, I couldn't make him wait anymore. He was waiting patiently, but man, he hit that floor at 8:05, came racing in here. I tell you, that kid, he can tell time. Okay, so we finish trimming this, and then, like I said, wherever you end up at the end, exactly. Why would you want to share me with your friends? I cuss on my videos right and left. In fact, I'm surprised I haven't been censored by Facebook already for profanity. Oh man. That was a good one, Maria. I'm going to be laughing about that. It's iffy, I'll tell you, whether or not you want to introduce me to people. It's kind of a luck of the draw. Too funny. Isn't that pretty? Look at it. It's stunza. It's so beautiful. I think I'm going to like this better. Spaced wider. Again, because you're going to see more of the technique. Okay, so we are going to, of course, stamp a little bit on the inside. So let's see here. Where is that? I want this stamp, and I'm going to do it in Rich Raspberry because I was just gushing about how much I love it, right? Okay, Martine, we will see you later. Have a beautiful night's sleep, my friend. You're ahead of us, and you're ahead of us in terms of time. So you have a great night. Tomorrow's Friday. Let's just all be happy for that, right? I know I'm going to come live again this weekend, so I hope you're all going to catch me either live or on replay. And I download these to my YouTube channel. If you are watching via YouTube, hello, hello and hi and welcome. And I would love to hear from you. And if you've not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please think of doing that. Again, it helps my business, right? So as soon as I get 1,000 subscribers over there, I can start going live on YouTube as well. And it doesn't mean I'll go live in YouTube instead of Facebook. It means I'll go live on YouTube in addition to. So if you'd like more Stamping Zoo, that's one way to get it. Okay, so this is not owls. I finally realized it's like pigeons or something. Make sure that your birds are not flying upside down. That's kind of sad. Make sure they're right side up. And that's all you really need to know about that. There is a generous 1/4 inch mat. So like even if you don't get it perfectly sized, it's still good. Okay, again, let's take that inside. I think it dried pretty quickly. Isn't it pretty though? Look at that stamp. It's so gorgeous. Okay, so then we're gonna put a little of this on the inside for a little razzle dazzle. Can't have naked insides. It's not as much fun. And we have the beautiful stamps anyway, right? So, ooh, I love that bouncing off of that polished pink. So again, we're gonna bring our friends the adhesive strips in. Those are really where it comes in handy because they're just gonna be hiding behind all of these strips of paper. Now I kind of like to do a double for each little piece of DSP. You probably don't have to, but why not, right? Let's make sure this thing's gonna stay, not get crushed in the mail. That happens, you know. It happens. So I think it's always good to have a little of each of our adhesives in your arsenal because just like this, it just depends on the project you're working on. You do not in general see me use a lot of contraband. That's not because I'm live with you. That's because that's how I craft. I really have very, very little need to go outside of the Stampin' Up! Repertoire, right? But one thing I'm really adamant about is not using contraband adhesives. Because guess what? In earlier years, say when I was young and naive, I tried. You know, I get it. Maybe you find something on sale, quote unquote sale. Try and use it a little bit. I'll tell you what, it's a waste of time and money. Sometimes the cheap comes out expensive. Okay, I probably didn't need this much foam strip on here as I was just thinking this is like overkill. But in any case, don't buy cheap adhesive. Spend the extra few pennies, if it's even that, to buy Stampin' Up! Adhesives because there is nothing more infuriating than taking time to make a card and then it falls apart when your friend gets it in the mail because you've used some cheap, old, whatever adhesives, right? I know, Kathleen. Very rarely, if there's something like a little white gel pen that I want that's really a fine point, then I buy that and stuff, but nope, it's not. I don't use like special things with you and then special things when I'm crafting. These are just my crafting supplies. So I wholeheartedly believe in them. And as I've told you before, I believed in them for over 20 years just as a customer. So once I started using Stampin' Up! Supplies, I really didn't use anything else. Okay, this is probably overkill on the strips. But again, you know what? This isn't going anywhere. The mailman can kick this thing down the block and it's gonna look just great. It can go, maybe I'll send it overseas. I really think it needs to. Maybe I'll send this one to Donna Gray. I mean, I really feel like it was made for the mail, like a long journey. Don't you think? Oh, God. Okay. But see, look, it hides behind the DSP. You would never know. Woo, woo. It's going to appear like it's floating. Oh, my goodness. Make sure you set that down where you want it because there's so much adhesive on it. Oh, that's so funny. I cracked myself up. Now, finally, I'm just going to give it one little, final. But that is better. I think this extra spacing really gives you, you can really see the pattern back behind it. And that really gives you more exposure to the technique itself, right? Okay, that's really fun. I think I will put this more towards the bottom. If I would have been thinking about it, I would have pushed this up, but I wasn't thinking about it. It happens. But that's okay because I'm just going to put a little bit of, now you could use liquid if you wanted to because there's enough DSP for it to grab onto, right? I will take this one little piece. I had to cut this piece. I'm so sorry, but I have to sacrifice it for the design. Ooh. Well, now I don't know which one I like better. Which one do you guys like better? Probably the owl because it's just so cool. But this is fun. I definitely like it spaced a little more. I was worried that would look weird, and now I really like it. So, my friends, this is just a taste of what I design for every month in my Charmed card kits. I do hope you like them. They're so fun. It's so fun for me. I love it as a challenge every month to do this. And I guess we don't need all of these cards out here, do we? So I just love getting, meeting everybody in the Charmed card kit. And I love hearing that people like it. Or, that they learn something new. Here, let's do 3 of them. I think that's good, don't you? So anyway, and I hope you enjoy these. And again, just a quick final mention. You can go over to thestampingzoo.com and you can hit the tab for Charmed card kits. And you can see what's going on over there. You can read all about it. But in a nutshell, you get 8 cards. You get designs for 8 cards. All the supplies, embellishments, and lots of product, envelopes, all that business, written tutorial, Facebook videos. So it's just a really fun, crafty time. It's like our time here together every Thursday night times 10, right? And so anyway, I hope you will think about joining us. It's very fun. And as far as the online access only, you can get that for several different designs. So that's not just for the current month, that's for my past months as well. You just have to go over to thestampingzoo.com and take a look at what's available. All right, everybody, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time tonight and your laughs, and thank you for just being here and just having fun, being a good sport, laughing. I know you're all laughing, even though it's totally silent in here. I can hear you kind of laughing, okay? So have a great night. Have fun with our beautiful supplies. Make a card for someone you love and send it. Okay? Do that for me. All right, I will see you soon. Thank you so much, friends.